we are doing is if you've got any questions, we are going to take time to answer your questions. You can leave your questions in our comment and we will answer them for you. I know we didn't give a warning that we were doing this. We just decided, hey, let's go live and we're going to see um, if anybody has any questions that they want to ask us. But needless to say, we were very busy today. We were busy all day. We got everything done. Hopefully tomorrow we can do the stuff that we hi Marco Jefferson. Like I was just saying, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box and we will gladly answer any questions that you may have. Congratulations also to Marco Jefferson for winning the AEW ring. We just got to find a box and we'll be sending that out to you just as soon as we can. Hopefully tomorrow, things will be okay and we should be able to get outside and do that pay per view. We were just very busy today and didn't get time to do it. Things keep coming up, but hey, that's life. Um, when we get off work, we'll be hello random person. But yeah, we decided that we would do a little question and answering for anybody that has any questions about Alabama backyard wrestling. Are you watching the Crown Jewel? The Crown Jewel comes on Thursdays, and I will have to watch it when we get in from work. Maybe if I have time. It comes on 12 noon. I won't be getting off work until 4, so I'll have to watch it when I get in. If I have time, I might have to watch it Friday. I might watch it Thursday, and then we might do the John Squid pay per view Friday. It's just gonna depend on what happened at work. I believe that it will be a good pay per view. You know, we'll just have to wait and see how the scheduling goes. I really wish that I could watch it, but I can't because of my work schedule. It is very strange, but you gotta forget. You gotta remember that the time difference, like, it's gonna be, like, noon here, and it's gonna be, like, 8 or 9 at their time, so it's gonna be different, and that's what I tell people, a lot of people I'm sure I'm not gonna be the only one that don't get to watch it. I'm sure other people are probably gonna watch it when they get in from work, which I think that's, you know, nobody if the only people that I know that probably are gonna watch it are people that don't have or, jobs and or don't have to work that day or that, but yeah, I will not get to watch it. I will have to watch it at a later time, probably Friday, because I wanna definitely try to do that John Squid pay-per-view, um, tomorrow. We were just very booked today, and we were very, very busy working out in the yard. But, as far as, um, the contest and the giveaways are all over for now. The AEW wrestling ring was our last one, so we're gonna have to start coming up with something else. I don't really know what's going on with Braun Strowman. They really haven't said much. I don't even know what's going on with The Fiend. I don't know if they're going to AEW. I hope they do. I think it would give the WWE a run for their money if Braun Strowman and The Fiend both went to AEW, but I'm not really sure if he is or not. I wish they would have just kept them both in the WWE, but I guess that's just their way of the WWE trying to save money by cutting people. But there's still more wrestling organizations out there that will probably love to have them. But yeah, I know a lot of y'all like watching these pay-per-views. I don't really follow Japanese, wrestling, just to be honest with you. I just don't do it, but, yeah, we like the only thing the reason why I don't really watch the pay-per-views that much is because they already know going over there who's gonna win, like, unlike our pay-per-views, we don't never know who's gonna win until it happens. As you can see, I'm wearing my special shirt, "Fuck Joe Biden." If you want one of these shirts, we sell them in our merchandise store. I hope you'll pick one up. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try to watch the Crown Jewel maybe Friday or Thursday. It's just gonna depend on the weather because I wanna get out there and do that John Squid pay-per-view as soon as possible and see who's gonna win it. Really not sure. We're hoping I'll be surprised if the Weasel can hang on to his belt, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. If y'all have any questions for me, I'll feel free to answer them the best I can. I know I was watching Monday Night Raw and I kept falling asleep. That's how boring it was. Last night it wasn't very interesting at all to me. But yeah, Tuesday, I ended up getting called into work, so I had to go. How many WWE wrestling figures do I have? They're all in my closet right now, but I think I got around maybe 15 or 20 action figures. I think since Brock said he was going to be a free agent, that he's going to win the V belts and take Raw, and Drew is going to win. You know what the thing is with Brock Lesnar being a free agent, he can sort of bounce in between Raw and SmackDown, so he might be trying to be a double champion of Raw and SmackDown. With him being a free agent, he could literally do that. Um, he could win both the SmackDown and Universal Championship belts. He could win both belts since he's got it set up the way he is now, and so, whenever it happens, don't let it surprise you that it did, because with him being a free agent like John Cena was, he can bounce in between Raw and SmackDown, and he could possibly win both championship belts if he wanted to. Like, he could beat Roman Reigns, and then he could go over there to Raw and beat whoever the winner of Big E and McIntyre would be, which I see Brock Lesnar. He could possibly, do that, to be honest with you, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does win both belts and become and defend them both. But yeah, I'll be very surprised if Big E wins, but it is what it is. But yeah, if it happens, you heard it. I mean, I would not be surprised if Brock Lesnar won both belts. And I think that in the end, you're also gonna see that Paul Heyman is probably gonna go back to Brock Lesnar before it's all said and done. This is what I see: AEW versus WWE. That could be interesting. I remember a time when Triple H and all those D Generation X went to the WWE the Nitro place. How do you feel about Tony Callahan trash? He couldn't come. Well, y'all, that's on any program. I mean, I remember that time the WWE invaded Nitro with that big old tank, and they went rolling down there and tried to intervene their show, and, that's just a part of it. That's just them trying to build ratings. I mean, it is what it is. I don't see that happening. I mean, Survivor Series, I don't I mean, it would be something if the AEW would invade, WWE at the Survivor Series. I know NXT did it one time, and I remember one time it was NXT, Monday Night Raw, and SmackDown, and it happened the day after the Crown Jewel. The NXT invaded and took over. So, yeah, it could possibly happen. I mean, I wouldn't put it by them, but, I don't know if it will or not. That would be awesome if they did do that before Survivor Series, but I'm not even really sure, when Survivor Series is going to happen. I'm not sure. I would have to check on that. Yeah, I think it would be awesome if it happened, but, I would not hold my breath on it happening. I mean, if it did, it would be great, but I just don't see AEW invading Raw or having anything to do with that, Survivor Series, but I could be wrong, but you never know. I Would I rather see Roman Reigns versus Big E versus Yes, I would like to see that, and, you probably will. Yeah, I believe it's a good chance it's a Survivor Series that you will probably see a triple threat match, um, at the Survivor Series. I mean, and I would like to see Brock Lesnar in it and make it a fatal four-way, to be honest with you, for one of the belts. But I don't know if we'll see that or not. You might though, you just never know. I gotta say I like the 1990 Attitude Era better. This one, it was a lot better. I do not like what they're doing with their program. I mean, almost every time you turned on the TV on Raw back in the '90s, something was being destroyed, or it. They would have blood now. You don't even hardly see blood. I mean, I remember when they had Hell in a Cell in Birmingham, Alabama, and I went, and it was a very bloody pay-per-view, and, now when they have Hell in a Cell, you don't even hardly see blood anymore. It's very you don't even hardly see it. I mean, not in the Hell in a Cell, not in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, it's just a joke to me. Yeah, I think they really should go back to what they did before that. I think they should, go back to rated R at least, or they should make it rated R and quit doing that PG-13 and PG's for kids. I mean, I understand kids watch it, but I mean, you can see more violence on a video game now than you can on, like I remember playing video games. They got more violence in them now than most, TV shows. So yeah, but yeah, I just don't get it myself and all. I'm absolutely agreeing. We should go back to the old Raw when they did all that stuff, but now they just won't. I don't know why. Because, you see how bad we get it. We do stuff on my program. I mean, we use chairs, we use any kind of weapon, steel pose, pretty bad. I don't see that happening. I don't even see The Rock coming back. He's making too much money in Hollywood. I mean, John Cena, he I don't even know why he came back. I mean, he's too busy making those credit commercials, and The Rock, he's too busy making movies too. I mean, John Cena was in Fast and the Furious, but I haven't like 18 I guess the 1800 show, because I know they've made like 8 or 9 now, and I think it's like overkill when it comes to the Fast and Furious. I think they should have stopped after the 4th or 5th one maybe, but they just keep making them. Um, Sometimes you gotta know when to pull the plug on something, and they definitely need to pull the plug on that series, but yeah, I don't see The Rock coming back. He's making buku of money being an actor on, on in Hollywood. I mean, it would be nice if he would come back, but I just don't see it myself. And a lot of these wrestlers, they're leaving and they're going to Hollywood, because they're getting, you know. But no, I don't see The Rock ever coming back to WrestleMania unless he's just hosting, being a host or something. Then no, and I honestly don't think he would win if he did come back. Who is your favorite AEW wrestler? That would have to be Bryan right now. Um, Bryan is my favorite wrestler. I hated it that he left um Raw, but his contract was expiring and he didn't want to stay with the WWE, so that's why they read him out of the script the way he did. Um, I hope that Braun Strowman and the Fiend will go to AEW so I can start watching that show. Because the only reason why I'm not really watching it is because they don't really have none of the wrestlers I like on there. You know what my biggest problem with these pay-per-views are? They're too long. I mean, really, the pay-per-views are too long, and, I remember when SmackDown and Raw would have their own separate pay-per-views, and they would have, like, maybe 1 or 2 a month, but now the pay-per-views are getting so long, they're, like, 4 or 5 hours long, some of them are, and that's a long time to sit there on a couch or sit in a chair and watch a pay-per-view or watch it on your laptop because a lot of times you can't stream it to your, TV, you gotta watch it on the thing unless you got the Peacock app. But, yeah, I mean, I think some of the pay-per-views are just way too long. Yeah, I mean, watching them on your iPhone, you gotta keep that iPhone plugged into the charger because I'm telling you, if you don't, your phone will run dead trying to watch it. It really will. I watch mine on my laptop or I'll try to cast it to my TV, the pay-per-views. But I'm telling you, sitting in a chair for a very long time, it hurts. I mean, I remember when they do the Raw and SmackDown, you sit there for 4 hours and it's just ridiculous. It really is. Yeah, I got an Android too, and I like my Android phone, and sometimes we use it to make our videos of us riding our scooter down the road, and yeah, sometimes we have to use my phone when I'm at work to make YouTube videos. but we do this to keep y'all up to date on what's going on with us. That's why we sometimes have to make video at work to let people know, "Hey, you know, this is what's going on." At this current time, I couldn't really tell you who's gonna be the next WWE megastar, because so far they're just using the same people. I mean, it's either Roman Reigns or it's, Seth Rollins or, they're using some and I'll tell you another thing that I'm trying to understand is why they keep bringing these old wrestlers out of retirement to come in here, like Bill Goldberg. He shouldn't be wrestling anymore. They're getting these old people and they're bringing them in, but yeah, it seems like they're just using the same people, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. They're just using like maybe like 5 or 6 people, you know, and that's it. I couldn't even begin to tell you who's gonna be the mega star. We're just gonna have to sit here and wait it out and see, um, who it is, but if I have to say anybody, they're probably gonna, it's probably gonna be Brock Lesnar that's gonna be the next one again. But the only thing I have a problem with is when Brock Lesnar is the champion, they only use him on big events. Like, I remember one time, like, he'll show up to certain pay-per-views, and that's it. And occasionally, he'll drop in on Raw, if he gets a title defense, but that's it. I mean, that he doesn't really make a showing. But, yeah, I don't know who's gonna be the next big star. That's all I can really tell you. We'll just I'll have to sit back and watch and see who it's gonna be because I really don't know who's the next megastar is gonna be for real. I'll be just as surprised as you are. I just can't wait to see that, Edge and Seth Rollins and that, Hell in a Cell match. Now that's gonna be a match. But I don't know who's gonna win it. I couldn't tell you. It's gonna be a very close match, to say the least. But I'm telling you right now, I bet you in that Hell in a Cell match, it's usually a bloodbath. I guarantee you nobody is probably gonna be willing. Hmm, I'm gonna say it's probably the Universal Championship. I mean, those other championships, they're okay. Um, but yeah, I say probably when Stone Cold won the belt. I gotta say, when he did his design to the belt, it looked awesome. If you haven't seen the Stone Cold belt, you need to go and check it out. That's probably the best championship belt design I've ever seen in my life, and it's one of a kind. You can, go and Google it. It's really cool. You wouldn't like that. Uh, Edge might win. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I can tell you this: if you watch that Hell in a Cell, I guarantee you're not gonna see no blood in it. I mean, for some reason, they just in the WEE, you're not even allowed to hit your opponent in the face or head with a chair. You can't do that anymore. Why you think they're always hitting them on the arms and the legs and the shoulder? Because they will not allow the wrestlers to do headshots with the chairs anymore. I don't know why, but yeah, they won't. They tell the wrestlers you can't do headshots. You can hit them anywhere else, but you can't hit them in the head with a chair. Yep, I find that very hilarious. I mean, ain't that why we tune in to see somebody get whacked by a chair? Yeah. Well, that guy, he was on steroids really bad. That Chris Benoit, and he was on steroids, and they made him go crazy, and that made him kill his whole family. So, um, yeah, so that wasn't good to say the least. And he would always do that flying headbutt off the top ropes. I don't know why anybody would wanna do that. You end up giving yourself a brain concussion. And I don't know if it's just y'all or if it's me, but I'm also getting really tired of how Charlotte Flair keeps winning the championship belt. How long have you been wrestling a fan? Probably since WWE came out back in the '80s and in the '90s. I was started watching it, and I've always wanted to be a wrestler myself inside the ring, but things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. So everybody says, "Oh, you're not tall enough. You're short." Blah 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 blah. So I said, "You know what?" One day I was sitting at home and I was watching Grim. You know Grim, the guy that does the wrestling in backyard. I think he lives up in New Jersey too. I was watching him and how he ordered a wrestling ring and he started doing backyard wrestling. Well, I decided, hey, why can't I not do that? And so I went to monstercages.com or ordered that wrestling ring that you see in the backyard. And yeah, Grim Toy Store. Yeah. I saw where he got his ring from monstercages.com and his wife canceled it. And he eventually got his ring. Well, the same place he got his ring is where I got mine. So I had to pick it up at my work, and I came home and we assembled it, and we made videos of us talking about how we were going to get this ring. And I got to be honest with you, it's been 3 years of us making videos, and it's been crazy, but I've been enjoyed every part of it. I think you and Graham should do a show together. I would love to get in contact with Graham and maybe do a show with him, but talk to him at least anyway. But he's like in all the way in New Jersey, and I'm in Alabama, so I don't know exactly how we would make that work. Um, yes, it would be awesome. For us to do a show. I don't know if he would be interested in that. I don't even know how to get in touch with him. I know he does. I know he's on some league. I think he does some kind of wrestling in a league, and then he does his own YouTube channel. And I'm telling you, that takes a lot of work. It really does to keep up your YouTube channel and plus um, wrestling for a company. That's tough, y'all. Especially if they're on the road, always bouncing around. Yeah, it's really tough. It really is. It's tough for me some days to even make videos because I'm just so tired from doing my job. And because I'm like the head guy at my job, so if somebody calls out, I have to come in. And it's tough some days. It really is. But I subscribe to Graham's channel, and um like I said, I haven't had much time to watch it because when you're making content, sometimes you don't get to, but I do subscribe to other people's channels, and I watch their content, like that nerdy gamer guy. He that yells fuck like 800 times when he's playing those old video games. I'll sit there and laugh my ass off watching his videos. I really do. But yeah, but the major thing is that between me and most of these other wrestling channels are that they know who's gonna win before they go out there. When it comes to me and the stuffed animals, we don't never know who's gonna win. when we have our matches. We just go out there and we put on one hell of a show. Some people might think it's weird that we're out there wrestling stuffed animals, but I don't find it weird at all. I mean, the whole point for me doing this, like I said when we first started these videos, was to keep people from it keeps me from getting in trouble. And if it keeps me from getting in trouble, then it's doing what it's supposed to do. And, I'm happy about that. Because if you have too much free time, I love the Weasel. Yeah. I love the Weasel too. Right now he's our champion, and the Weasel got very lucky the last time, I thought in our last match that he was not gonna be able to keep the belt. Well, he proved me wrong, and his feet managed to hit the ground before mine, and he managed to hang on to the belt. Everybody's everybody's thinking, "Wait until Halloween Havoc when we take the ropes down and we got all 4 sides of the steel cage up, and it's gonna be Jesus versus the devil." Well, we don't know if the devil's gonna be in or not, because him and Piggy and the Brain are, um are still trying to make plans to take over the world, but he said if he can make it, he will. If he can't make it, he'll send an associate to, to fight Jesus. I said, "Okay, whatever you wanna do, just let me know something," and he said he would. He said he would be in touch with me. So hopefully the devil will show up and they'll have that last man standing match in Hell in a Cell. You know what? Everybody thinks that wrestling these stuffed animals is easy, and everybody says, "Oh, it's easy wrestling stuffed animals." Y'all, I'm here to tell you, wrestling these stuffed animals is not easy. If it was easy, then everybody would do it. Um, Jacob has even came over and I made him try to wrestle one, and he says, "I don't know how you do this. It is so hard. It is hard." And if you think wrestling a stuffed animal is easy, then I challenge you to go into your room, get a stuffed animal, and try to wrestle it and see how it goes. It is not as easy as it looks, y'all. These things are motionless. They just, you know, so I don't want nobody. I don't want people to say, "Oh, wrestling stuffed animals, that's just easy. Anybody can do it." No, anybody cannot do it. It takes a lot of creativeness to do this, and it's not easy. But yeah, I hope y'all all get to enjoy the crown jewel. I won't get to, but like I said, I will watch it when I get time. And like I said, don't be surprised by what you see and what happens. Because I believe they're gonna throw some twist in it. And I believe that Roman Reigns will win, maybe. It'll be a good match if he does. It'll be a close match, but I seriously see Brock Lesnar taking him to Suplex City and bouncing him on his head 16 times like you did John Cena that one time, and that was all over the news. Brock Lesnar slammed John Cena 16 times on his head, suplexed him 16 times. I was like, "Okay." Yes, I'm very I'm excited to it about it too, and, like I said, it will be a crazy match. It will be, you know, we are also gonna try to do Inferno matchup when we can. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna, I got Kimberly and Amber working on it. But yeah, the devil versus Jesus in a last man standing in Hell in a Cell, yeah, that will be one hell of a match. And like I said, there won't be no belts on the line unless Jesus can manage to pull a rabbit out of his ass and win the belt. But I don't see that happening at all. and then the devil would have a chance at the belt, but I don't see Jesus doing it.
Awesome!
But yeah, y'all, hopefully we'll be able to get in and do that Johnny Squid pay-per-view tomorrow, and that one will be an awesome match as well. We'll be able to try out the padding because we did put another row of padding down. We haven't put no more down since that $99, that $80 row, but if we feel like we need more, then we'll buy more and we won't make a video of it. We'll just do it real quick and we'll get it going. But yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, I think at the pay-per-view, I really am tired of watching that um Charlotte Flair sit there and brag about being the champion, winning the championship 13 and 14 times. Yeah, okay, we get it. You won the championship 13 or 14 times, but that also means you been beat 14 times. So she's been bragging about that. And I wish they would just give it a rest. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I get it. Her dad won the belt 15 or 16 times. Is that so? I guess they feel like she needs to win it 14 or 15 more times. But um, I just hope that's all said and done that she does not hang on to that belt because then I hope that she gets beat. Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. But how often do you see Mr. McMahon? I mean, you used to see him a lot. Um, but now lately he doesn't ever even hardly show his face anymore. I mean, like Triple H, you don't never see him anymore on TV hardly. Um, the McMahons, you don't never see them hardly on TV anymore. They hardly don't even show up now unless they're in the back running the program. But yeah, I mean, you don't never see them. Like you used to see McMahon on like Monday Night Raw back in the '90s. He would be out there almost every episode now, and so would Stephanie. But now you don't see none of them anymore. I just think that they have ran it down. I think they've ran that Charlotte train down to the ground, and I think they need to let somebody else be champion for a while. And I think it's either going to be Sasha Banks or it's going to be. Oh well, see, the last time I saw Shane on any WWE pay per view is when he was going against Braun Strowman, and he ripped that fence slap off and grabbed Shane McMahon, and he won and all. But yeah, I didn't even know or was aware that he was doing his own business now. Yeah, I did not even have a clue. But yeah, I mean, like, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, I just know that they need to do something better because you see the same people almost every night in matches, and it gets boring after a while, you know. But Kevin Owens, I'll start watching Monday Night Raw now because Kevin Owens is going back to Raw after the Crown Jewel, so that'll give me a reason to start watching Raw is War now. Because I that because he was on SmackDown, now he's on Raw, so now make you fall asleep. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, lately their shows have just been so boring that, you'll just fall asleep. I know I do a lot of times. Or I'll, watch it, or I'll, watch something else on the Discovery Channel, and then when that show goes off, I'll flip through my DVR and I'll just fast forward it, through the commercials, and then I can watch it all like that. But yeah, it'll make you fall asleep pretty much. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. But yeah, I mean, lately the programming, their show, you just fall asleep. It's just boring. It ain't like it used to be. It's just really sad. And then they're competing against Monday Night Raw. I mean, they're competing against the football, on Mondays, and it's just really, really sad, because a lot of people are tuning in, you know, like they're competing against football and they're competing against other stuff, and then I think on Friday night, the 30th or 28th, I think Moonshiners are gonna be coming back on the Discovery Channel, and that's when SmackDown comes on. So, a lot of people might start watching that instead of even wasting their time watching Friday Night SmackDown. But you never know. Oh yeah, thank you. I got a bunch of sound effects. Cheer, dine in, Dan, giggle, 9277, whatever that is, applause, kiss, slash, gunshot. Yeah. I keep my hand right here and I keep this one so that way if I need to push a button I can. But yeah, everybody, I mean, it's just crazy, y'all. It really is. And like I said, it's gonna be something come Friday. And like I said, I wish y'all that can watch the pay-per-view that's coming up Thursday all the best of luck because like I said, I won't get to watch it, but I will watch it when I can. And yeah, yeah, I get it. Sometimes SmackDown can be better than Raw, and then sometimes Raw can be better than SmackDown. Yeah, AEW Rampage Friday. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about that you don't realize. On Friday, you're gonna have AEW going, you're gonna have SmackDown going, and then this Friday you're gonna have Moonshiners going, and then on Monday you're gonna be having they have Monday Night Football on, and they got other stuff on Monday night. So you gotta remember that they're competing against other broadcasting, and I just don't think that they're gonna be able to get it done against Monday Night Football. I mean, I just don't see it. But like I said, I just been recording them on my dish DVR, and then I'll fast forward it, and then if I see a match that I think I'll like, I'll stop and I'll play it through it, and then when that match ends, I just speed it up, and I can watch the whole thing in like 30 to 40 minutes. But yeah, they gotta do something or, they're gonna get killed in the ratings by other shows or, people might write, "Okay, well, you head out, Mr. Random Person, and I'm glad you came and you watched our, live stream. We'll be live again tomorrow if you wanna watch." We try to start about 7 or 8 o'clock every night, 7 or 8, just depends. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I think Raw and SmackDown are good, but they're having like, people are watching the first 2 maybe first 2 hours on Raw, and then, you know Pick up buffets with the raw TV 14. Mhm. I think they need to, I think they need to go back to the old ways of doing things when they were first, like, the Attitude Era, and I think their show would get a lot better. They need to, do that and quit, trying to be family friendly. That's just like how, people tell me that Walmart's a family store. Walmart is not a family store, it's just a retail store. You just run into your families there because 'cause they're always there buying stuff. Um, you know, that's how I see it. There's no such thing as a family TV show, and there is no such thing as a family retail store. It's all bullshit if you ask me. And I always love watching the Top Gear trips. I never did like family friendly, too weird. Yes, it is very, very weird, and I'm not a big fan of it either. I'm really not. 'Cause I remember the Attitude Era, it was awesome, and for some reason now, everybody is, like, trying to be so politically correct, and it ain't even funny.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of that either, and, I think it's a total joke, and I think that's why their ratings are going down because they're trying to be a family-friendly show, you know? I mean, that you don't even like, you don't even never hear 'em say a bad word for nothing. And I'll tell you another thing I was noticing, the bracket for the, King of the Ring, it wasn't even that long, y'all. It was maybe 6 people. I remember back in the days, the bracket the bracket was a lot longer, a lot bigger, like, it was about this long, full of people, and then it was like 15 people, and that ain't the case anymore, and I'm just like, "This is a joke, right?" I mean 5, 6 people when it used to be 14 or 15, and now they don't even do it every year, they do it, like, maybe every couple of years now. Oh, yeah, I mean, AEW, yeah, they use bad language, you never hear bad language on on WWE, and I think it's another joke, it really is, I mean, get with it, so what? Kids watch the channel, kids watch you can hear more cussing in these video games now. In most of them, you know, it's just a real joke, and, I mean, like I said, I haven't watched AEW that in a while, I don't even know when it comes on, and, I guess I need to start watching it to see if it's any better than Raw or SmackDown, but I just haven't, you know, I don't know when it comes on, I'll probably try to watch it Friday if I can. Just gonna depend on what I got going on. It's hard for them to cut, especially with their rating the way it is, a PG-13. They should just go back to rated R, they should just say, "Hey, this." Oh, yeah, I probably will watch some clips later on YouTube and see what it's about, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that, but yeah, it's just crazy, man, how the WWE is just it's like the Titanic hitting the iceberg, I mean, it really is, it's just really, really piss poor sad, it really is. And I'm hoping that what happened after they left the Crown Jewel last. Do you remember what happened at the last Crown Jewel? It took them forever to get out of that place because of some kind of inner inner, problems that they were having. I remember that, like, it took them forever to get out of, Iraq or Iran or wherever they're having this pay-per-view at. I don't really care. I mean, they got stuck over there because of some BS, and they didn't wanna let them leave, and finally they did leave, and I remember what happened the next night. The NXT people invaded and took it over because there was no, um, Raw there, but like I said, they came up with that, like, on the last second. They like, "Well, none of the WWE people are here, none of the SmackDown people are here, so we're just gonna get NXT and we're just gonna invade it, before Survivor Series." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, that was a joke." And then I think NXT by some fluky miracle, won their first ever, Survivor Series, and I was just like, "This is just a joke." And now everybody's like, there's you got Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I mean, if you're being seen on the TV channel live, what does it matter what program you're on? Because I remember everybody that starts out on NXT tries to work their way up to the WWE, to the main Raw or SmackDown roster. If I was them, I would just stay where I'm at. If you're getting paid good and if you're doing being a pretty much a regular on all the pay-per-views for NXT, just stay where you're at and just go with it. That's what I would tell them. I wouldn't even worry about trying to get on Raw or SmackDown right now. I really wouldn't. If I was, if I was in every pay-per-view or if I was a champion and I was in almost every pay-per-view that came around, I wouldn't even worry about going to Raw or SmackDown. I would just stay on NXT. As long as you're getting TV time and you're getting checks and you're getting paid, that's all that really matters. So, yeah. But like I said, back to what I was saying about the women's championship, I hope somebody else besides Charlotte Flair wins that belt. I hope it's either Sasha Banks or the man, and, I hope one of them win it. Yeah, NXT, they do have some good wrestlers, they really do, and if I was them, I would not even if they ask you, "Hey, go to Raw or go to SmackDown," I'd be like, "No, I'm just gonna stay here because this is good too." I mean, yeah, Becky Lynch, yes, her and Seth Rollins had that kid together, and, I don't know how she what made them decide to let her win the belt in, like, 60 something seconds, but, they must have I don't know, I mean, I find it hard to believe that she could beat that girl EST and like that. I was like, "No, that's a total joke." They did that for some kind of reason. I guess they were just trying to jump her up that she's been gone for months. But yeah, I hope that Becky Lynch or that other one wins the beat because I do not want to keep seeing her be champion. I mean, she's had the belt like almost 12, 13, maybe 14 times, and they're trying to let her be like Ric Flair and just keep winning the belts. But I think after a while, you gotta understand that people get tired of seeing the same person be champion. When Bailey comes back, that'll be something. I think she's out for a couple of months. I don't know how long, maybe 6 to 12 months, maybe even a year, depending on how bad she hurt herself. But yeah, I'm really gonna hope that Charlotte Flair does not win any belts. She ends up losing them, to be honest with you. But yeah, y'all, we decided to go live tonight, and tomorrow hopefully everything will be good, and we can go out there and do the John Squid pay per view. And Maybe the Weasel will manage to hang on to his belt. Maybe he won't. We don't know. Um, Unlike the WWE, we don't know who's gonna win our matches until we go out there and the match happens. Yeah, I understand that y'all like some of the stuffed animals. I do too. Like I said, the sloth, he's been with us for a long time. The Jesus has been with us for a good while. He's just waiting for the perfect time to strike, I'm sure, to win the belt. I think he's won the belt maybe, I think one time. I think he has won the belt one time. And I think he lost it a few days later. Yeah, but I think Jesus' time will eventually come and he will get lucky. Like I said, y'all, we had a lot more other wrestlers when we had all those WWF belts and we got rid of them. We got our own belt, and it was definitely something. I was glad when we got our own belt. The Weasel's out there wearing it in the garage building where they all stay. Hopefully, he'll be able to hang on to his belt. We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see tomorrow who wins the match. Mm. I don't know who y'all are hoping to win because it's going to be Triple X, the Sloth, and the Weasel. I'm sure the Weasel is going to do whatever he can do to hang on to that belt, so that way. But like I said, if we can't find nobody, then Triple X said that he'll wrestle Jesus in that Halloween pay per view, and he said he'll do stuff that'll make the devil blush. Well, if he got into that steel cage, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the devil, see if he's going to show up or not. Hey, I'm going for the Weasel. Yeah, I hope the Weasel can manage to hang on to his belt, but Triple X has already told me he's going to do whatever it takes to hang on to that belt to win his belt back. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see how things go tomorrow and see if the Weasel can manage to get lucky and hang on to that belt. But if he don't, then, it is what it is. The Weasel will get more opportunities as well as the Sloth and Jesus. They are always are challenging, wanting to get their shot at the belt, I can't have I remember when we first had our stuffed animals, we had to keep telling Triple X, "Hey, can you please not kill the talent?" Because he would literally do whatever it would take to win the belt, and if he had to decapitate all the stuffed animals in order to win the belts, then that's what he would do. That's the one thing I can say about him. He will do whatever it takes and with no regrets either. Because we've had matches where I've had to take stuffed animals after the pay-per-views, and I've had to take zip ties, and I had to zip tie 'em to keep them from bleeding out stuff, and that's how bad the matches was, and, so yeah. We are also gonna try to do an Inferno matchup. I'll have to see how we're gonna manage to do that, not really sure, but I'm sure if it can be done, we will find a way to do it. Undertaker believes in ghosts. I don't know. I don't know if I can I mean, I'm glad somebody people believe in UFOs, I don't see why they can't believe in ghosts, but yeah, I remember at the I remember that time the Undertaker lifted up out of the casket and went into the air, it was in the casket match against Yokozuna. They put him in the casket and the camera pointed was it that was in the casket showed him he said he wouldn't rest in peace, and they thing exploded on the Titantron, and it showed him going straight up into the ceiling. But yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago. That's when, that was before the WWE had their own network, and that's when you had to buy one of those little scrambler boxes to watch the pay-per-views if you didn't wanna pay the money for them. Because I know that's what I had to do because, I bought a scrambler box and they work pretty good, but yeah, I mean, I had to get one because I remember all Mike Tyson boxing matches. If you might pay 55 to 60 something dollars for a pay-per-view, and then he might go and knock them out in 5 seconds, and then you're out $60 pay-per-view. And here's the thing, once you ordered it, you couldn't get your money back. It didn't matter how long the fight lasted. Once you bought it, you had to pay for it, and, yeah. So, I bought a scrambler box, and then pay-per-view started going digital, so then that little scrambler box didn't do no good, so you just pretty much had to, buy it. But yeah, everybody, tomorrow we're about to have to wrap this up because I'm about to have to lay down. I had to be at work at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm probably walking into a mess. I usually do on Thursday mornings, but like I said, I usually get off. Oh, we'll get home about 4 p.m. and we're gonna go over. I never missed a pay per view since I got me W Network, aka Peacock. Yeah. I remember when I heard that they were going to Peacock, I went and looked, and I think the price for Peacock is like $10 a month. And you can watch they got some good shows on Peacock too, so if you get Peacock, just get the basic thing like I did. You don't have to go and buy the most expensive one. Get the lowest price one and just go with it, and just I think it's like $10 a month. But they just automatically take it on my checking account, so, I don't. But yeah, I mean, Peacock is good. I mean, the last few pay-per-views, they screwed the pooch. I mean, Charlotte Flair said something and gave people the finger because she didn't like what they were cheering, and, they cut the feed, and it after they did that, they messed up the whole pay-per-view because people was tweeting it and complaining, and finally, the WWE Network got on Twitter and said, "Okay, the situation we had with the, um" the thing is fixed. You gotta log out and log back in. And I was like, well, why did y'all cut the feed anyway? Just because she was on the screen cussing and giving people the finger is no reason to cut the feed because of her doing that. That's total bullshit to me. They should have never cut it just because they should have said something to her after the match, about her finger gesturing and cussing, on the camera like that. They should have handled that matter backstage. You don't cut the feed to the pay-per-view. But yeah, I remember the WE network before it went to Peacock, and it was like you could go on there and watch anything. Hey man, how's it going? Is Exo Blade? Hey man. But yeah, I mean it was total BS, and I like the WE network. I don't know why they felt like they had to go to Peacock. I don't even know how Peacock is gonna manage to I don't know if this Peacock thing is gonna work out when they do it. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have some technical problems. I just know it coming from where it's coming from. And and that's just how I see it. Yes, the WWE was better. It really was better. I mean, The WWE network never had any kind of issues, but I guarantee you, you're gonna have an issue at the next pay-per-view. I guarantee you something is gonna go wrong because I guarantee it they shoulda just stuck with the WWE network and, why they wanted to go with Peacock, I don't know. I think I got the Peacock app on my TV, so I could probably watch it on my TV, um, on my video. Those are the only TVs I buy is Vizio. Vizios are the best TV on the market. You can live stream them, you can, yeah, I like Vizio, and plus, you can, go for the inputs, and you can watch free TV. They got an, on the input, you keep pushing the input, and you can get the free TV, but you gotta have Wi-Fi, that's the only thing. But yeah, I always love my Vizios. I've always bought Vizio TVs. They are the best TVs. I feel like other people might not agree with my opinion, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but yeah, I love my Vizio TV. I have a Roku TV and I got my Fox News app. Yes, my dad he watches the Fox News channel. It's like Fox News, and he watches that almost every morning. He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and he watches Fox News. Roku TVs, I guess they're okay. I mean, I've never had one. I've always been a fan of Vizio. Um, what happened to Autobahn? What happened to Autobahn? What happened to Autobahn was I just at nighttime we were just there would maybe be 2 or 3 people there, and I had another job, working in the morning time, and it was a good job. Don't get me wrong, but they were always shorthanded, and the thing is, the customers would always get pissed off at us and get mad, like, and it really I really got tired of it, you know? I mean, you're not gonna sit there and yell at me for stuff that I have no control over. I mean, people would walk in and other people would go online and they would reserve their races, and other people customers, they would wanna walk in and race, and we'd be like, "Well, you gotta wait for these reserve races to go," and they would get mad and yell at us. I'm like, "Hey, lady, all I'm supposed to do is come in here, clean these carts, put them on the charger." I said, that don't got nothing to do with me," and, and after so much of it, and then on top of that, they wanted us to wear a mask, and, that mask mandate is just a total pile of horse shit, on my opinion, and, like, at my job I work at now, I don't even have to wear a mask, and, and I'm not getting no damn shot either, I think this whole thing is just blown out of proportion, and then you got Joe Biden on TV saying, "Hey, if you don't get this shot, I'm gonna fire you." That's no way to run a country. You can't make people do that. It's their choice, and I'll tell you another thing that is a pile of horse shit. Um, the people that are dying of this coronavirus, it's not they can't help it, y'all. I mean, there's other stuff wrong with them, with their body that has see, this coronavirus attacks your respiration system. So if you got COPD or something wrong or some kind of blood disease, yeah, you're gonna die. And you can get the vaccine, but I'm telling you, y'all, this vaccine is a total fucking joke. Um, it takes 10 years to make a good vaccine to to kill a virus. And you cannot just make a medicine up in, like, 6 or a month, 6 to 12 months and say, "Okay, "Here you go, we're gonna take you a shot in your arm." That is not how this fucking works, people. I mean, it's total horseshit. And, if they try and here's another thing, y'all. This virus escaped a level 4 biology place, okay? A level 4 biology place, okay? How in the hell do you think wearing a mask is gonna protect you from a level 4? Well, I'm glad you're never gonna take it. I really am, because 'cause I'm never either. And, I'll tell my job they can, if they try to make me do it, I already told them, "Fuck you, and fuck you too, Joe Biden, because I'm not gonna get your shot." And it's just crazy. It really is. But yeah, y'all, that whole I got a little yeah, that whole Autobahn thing, y'all, it's just crazy how many people, like during the morning time, they would have, like, 4 or 5 people, but then in the afternoon time, they might have 2, 3 people, and every time I would come in there and work, and I had another job, the employees there hated it so bad. Half of them wanted to quit, and half of them did quit, and I finally said, "Why the fuck am I coming in here and working at a job where half the employees, all they wanna do is say is they quit?" I mean, what's the point of walking into a negative attitude job like that? I mean, one day I just said, "You know what? I'm walking in here, I'm killing myself, and all I'm hearing is how the employees hate it here and how they wanna quit." So, you know what? I finally said, "Fuck it. I got another job, I don't have to do this." And it's just bullshit, you know? I mean, really, and let me tell you something. They charge outrageous prices to ride some damn electric go-kart, and you know what? And then when you get out there, some of those people, here's the thing. Some of those people would get out there and be very, very aggressive, and if you didn't get out of their way, they would put your fucking ass into a damn wall. And, I seen people get shaken up so bad, they were like, let me out of this motherfucker, let me out," because people would get on those car guards and they would drive like fucking idiots. And I'm like, "Jesus Christ, I hope they don't drive their damn cars like this." Hell, if some of their State Farm insurance agents were there, they would probably be dropped off their insurance. If I had a chance, I'd stunner Sleepy Joe. It right, somebody needs to do more than give him a Stone Cold Stunner. Somebody needs to give him a diamond cutter, which is that is the RKO but I like the diamond cutter name better. And the person that originally came up with that RKO was Diamond Dallas Page, is the man. But yeah, he was the one that originally came up with it. And it's a good move because you can hit it. I'm sure you see me, I do it all the damn time. I love hitting the diamond cutter, and then somebody said they find it funny whenever I would give Jesus the finger and hit him with the Stone Cold Stunner, and it yes, it is pretty funny. I gotta give you that much. And, somebody said, "Scooter, what if you had a, Inferno match and it was Jesus Christ and somebody else and Jesus Christ by some chance got put on fire, what would happen?" I really do not know. I don't know. I remember we pissed somebody off really bad that time we had that blow up doll in the ring, and, it was a topless match. I didn't have no shirt on. They didn't have no shirt on. The blow up doll didn't have no shirt on, and some guy got mad and went to pissing and moaning about it on his YouTube channel, and his view only got like 20 views. I was sitting there laughing about the whole damn thing, honestly. I was like, "This guy is getting offended because I got away with something. Let me tell you why I got away with what I did with that whole blow up doll. I got away with it because, see, when you're not monetized, you can do stuff like that. You can do whatever you want, and nobody can do a damn thing about it. I mean, they really can't. I mean, really, when you're not monetized, you can. I mean, you can sell T-shirts like we do, like this Joe Biden one, and then we got our Alabama backyard wrestling shirt, for sale that you can go and check out at our merch store. We got coffee cups and mugs. We got hats and masks. My favorite movie is Salty Oysters. Do you know how to do it? If so, how do you position your opponent's hip? We can't do the salty. I've never heard of that, man. And yeah, oh, good, Mark Jefferson. I hope you do buy you a fuck Joe Biden shirt. They're about $25 in our merch. We also sell hoodies too. If you would like one of those, we got them. We got And we also got another hoodie. It's a gray one, and it has our first ever Alabama backyard wrestling logo on it. So we hope that you'll check that out. I'll tell you a move that I would love to do, the mandible claw. Do you remember that when Mankind used to do that to the Undertaker and all them, and he would like grab them right back there. That's the most deadliest move I've ever seen. That's like the most deadliest move I've ever seen. Okay, Allison Moore posted a link. My My cell phone right here links to this pad because it has Bluetooth, and whenever it goes off, it goes through my headset. So y'all might have heard my Facebook notification go off. That's just my at work wife, Allison Morak. She help with children that have rabies bites or something. I don't know um what that's about. I'll have to look at it. Let me look at it real quick. Hmm. But yeah, I get notifications from time to time. And let me show you something. Ugh, this is our board right here. This is how we make all our sound effects and all. And then we got the mic right here. And this is everything I can hear right here. Peppermint and Patty, I think they make a drink like that too. I remember them making an alcoholic beverage. It's called the Peppermint Snob. Y'all should try that if you haven't. It's really good. Put it in eggnog, and I think you'll enjoy it. Are you familiar with the Souders in Liverpool? No, I'm not too familiar with anything in Liverpool. I'm really not, to be honest with you. But yeah, I really don't study nothing in the European area, to be honest with you. I probably need to work on that. Yeah, the only drinks I really drink is like Coke and Pepsi. That's about it. Maybe Dr. Pepper occasionally just to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm drinking a Mountain Dew right now. It is so hard to find these, y'all. I'm telling you, my dad's always asking me to find these Mountain Dews, and it's very hard to find them. You gotta go to certain places on certain days just to find one. I think they sell them in like an 8 pack, but like I said, it's really hard to find those kind of bottles for some reason. They only make them in, like, those big bottles now. I saw a guy do a flying headbutt into a ammonia crotch in Liverpool. That would be awesome to see. Did you record it? I remember Crispin Watt. He used to jump off the third turnbuckle and headbutt people in the chest all the time with his head. I could only imagine that if you didn't hit that just right, you would end up probably getting a head concussion. But he died a couple years back. He he was taking steroids and he killed his whole family and himself. So yeah, that was very heartbreaking. But yeah, I mean, some of the old wrestlers really do need to come back. I wish The Rock would come back, but I don't see that happening. But I tell you what, I would really be surprised if The Undertaker made a showing at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view because it's been a while, but I know he said he's retired, but I wish The Undertaker would show up at the, Crown Jewel, but I know he's retired now, so I don't really see him doing it, but it would be nice if he, would make a show up. Yeah, DX, oh, yeah. I remember DX. I remember some of their stuff. I remember the last match, they drove in on a big tank. Oh, Nick Owens. Hey, man, it's Nick. It was nice to see you the other day. I hope you are doing well. Yes, Nick, I am doing well. We are just sitting here talking about the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. Nick Owens is a friend of mine that worked at that Autobahn, and I have been trying to get him to start his own YouTube channel. He likes to play Nintendo a lot. And I told him, it's like, dude, you should really get you a computer and you should get your computer going and Mike Riley said his favorite is the reverse figure 4 on a circus cat. Boy, that would be something. But yeah, it would be something to see somebody that you wouldn't expect to show up at this crown jewel, like the Undertaker or something. But he's retired, so I don't know if he would make a showing or next or not. To be honest with you, I mean, it would be nice.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Bring it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Degeneration us. Degeneration. You think you can tell me what to do? You know who you're talking to? But you better get used to the way the ball bounces. I see what you got, it measures in ounces. But that's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down.
But yeah, but They are crazy in Liverpool, ping pong on the hatchback. I remember hearing something about that, but, I know what was it I saw on TV about those people, and I remember one day over the years, they get a whole bunch of tomatoes and they throw them at each other, and then they also like having this thing called the running of the bulls, where they piss those bulls off, they poke them with sticks, and then they raise up the gates, and then they all go running out. I said, "There ain't no way in hell I would even begin to start to participate in an event like that, because you know who's gonna win, the bulls are always gonna win, but I do like watching it. I like watching those, some of those people do get brutally hurt, y'all, and killed. They have some crazy events in the UK. What was that one event I saw? I think everybody, like, went down the road naked or something or running or something. I was like, "Oh, they do some crazy events in the UK," but, hey, if it makes them happy, it makes me happy. But, yeah, I mean, you see all sorts of crazy events in the UK. I tell you, I used to love watching Top Gear, when they would, what is my your favorite McDonald's? I do not like neither one of them. Y'all, that McDonald's, man, every time you go to McDonald's and you want an ice cream, yeah, I don't see that happening. I'm not about to run with no bulls. Y'all lost y'all's damn minds. Um, every time you go to the McDonald's, the damn ice cream machine is either being washed or it's broke or it ain't working. And then if you do go to McDonald's, you have to deal with all the old people because, don't get me wrong, I like old people. There's some of them can be nice, but some of them can be completely jackasses. I mean it. I know this because I used to work. They used to just be like when I worked at the Jackson Jasper, those old people would be like if their biscuit wasn't the right color or something, they would just suspicious ice cream machine. I'm telling you, if you want ice cream, just go to the nearest Dairy Queen. Don't even mess around with going to McDonald's and Popeyes. That's you couldn't pay me to eat at Popeyes. I don't, I would like to say for the record, I have never eaten their chicken sandwich, and if I did buy a chicken sandwich from them, I would probably give it to my dog Molly. But then I probably wouldn't because they would probably have me arrested for cruelty to animals if I gave her that nasty food. So I will never buy a chicken sandwich or anything out of their store. So yeah, I'm not no. I don't know what they got going on. Like I said, I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Popeyes. I'm never gonna eat there again. So no. I tell you what, if you want a good breakfast, go to Jack's. I mean, go to Jack's. I mean, yeah, I don't know if their chicken gives you cancer, but if you feel like it does, then, then don't eat it. I mean, if you go somewhere and if you don't like their food, just don't go back. Don't even complain and say you're not going back. Just don't fucking go back because they don't care. They really don't. Like, people always complain, if you don't like somebody's service or if you don't like the way they treated you, don't even tell them. Just say, "Well, I just won't go back there again. What is your favorite place to eat?" A lot of times, I gotta be honest with you, I just go to the Logan's in Bessemer, the Logan's Roadhouse. I mean, or I'll go to, Buffalo Wild Wings because on the one up in Hoover, because on Tuesday nights, they have buy one, get one free on wings, so you can go up there and you might will get 10 wings or you can get and they're buy one, get one free on their wings. You can get boneless, they're all buy one, get one free on wings. So, yeah, I usually go up there on Tuesday nights. Um, like I said, you just gotta look for good deals, and that's usually what I do during the week. If I see a restaurant that has a good deal, then I go there and I get something to eat. I don't really like bone wings, but I eat boneless all the time. I'm glad that you agree with me, Nicholas, but I really think yes, yeah, I would love to. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I mean, we try to I try to get out to eat, but yeah, you gotta be very particular where you eat now in this day and time. And my thing is, if I go to a restaurant and their health score is not a 90 or plus, I'm not gonna eat there. I don't give a fuck, you know. And then whenever you do go out to eat, you need to remember, y'all, that a lot of these places are short staffed right now because nobody wants to work. So if you go in there and my other thing I have learned is if you don't wanna wait for a table, go and sit at the bar, because that's what I do. Anytime I go anywhere to eat, I don't wait in line. Waiting for line for a table, that's for suckers. Go in there, go and eat at the bar, and then you don't have to wait. So and the crazy thing is I do this everywhere I go. If you go and eat at the bar, you don't have to wait in line, and it pisses other people off, but hey, I'm not gonna wait for a table if I don't have to. If I can just walk into any restaurant, sit at the bar, and get service, then that's what I'm gonna do, and if you wanna be a sucker and wait for a table, then so be it, but I'm not. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I honestly feel about it. I mean, I just don't have the patience. And I'll tell you something else I have learned, with going to eat on certain days, you can go on Google Maps and you can enter in the restaurant you're going to eat and you can look and see how busy they are and what time you need to get there so you don't have to wait. Well, I mean, y'all listen, if you wanna go to a shitty restaurant and eat and you know that the food is shitty and you still choose to eat there, then yeah, but that's me. I mean, if I go in there and you don't at least have a 90 or more on your health score, I'm not gonna eat there. I'm just gonna turn around and walk around, leave. And if you ask me why I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna tell everybody, "Hey, your health score is an 80. I'm not eating this nasty ass food." You don't have to. No, I haven't been there to eat, no. No, but I will, look at it and see. Um, it's just I like to go places where I know the people that work there, you know? That's how I am. I tell you a real good place I would like to go again. I went there once. I would like to go to Twin Peaks again and eat there. I know it's nothing but like Hooters, but yeah, I would like to go there again. Do you like Chick-fil-A? Yeah, I do like Chick-fil-A. Matter of fact, Jacob, my son, he works at Chick-fil-A. He works at the one um in Bessemer in McCalla, and I think he works like 3 or 4 days a night there. He can only work like 3 days a week because he's in school still, but, I think whenever he gets out for the summer, he'll, whenever it gets summertime, he can work every day, but yeah, I like Chick-fil-A. I like their grilled deluxe combos. Now you gotta tell them, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that here." when I get done wrapping up this live feed. But yeah, I'll take a look at them for sure. I'll tell you another place I've heard about by some of the local regulars are these bars that are in Birmingham. They're way up there in the top of the buildings, and you can see the whole city from them. And I've been thinking about going there. And I've been to Moe's in Birmingham. If you haven't been there, you should go and check it out. Um, I went to Pies. It's over there near the parking deck on the south side. You should go there and try. They make pizzas. They stick them in one of those little ovens, and yeah. But I'm telling you, I go to, like, whenever the BJCC was open and I was going to events like the, um, the monster truck rally, I got stuck up there one time. I was going the last monster truck rally I went to, I got stuck in Birmingham. They canceled the event, but by the time I got to the email saying they canceled it, I was all the way in Birmingham, and I had to stay at that big fancy, um, motel that's attached to that parking deck. Like, there's a parking deck, there's a motel, and then there's the civic center right there. And it just so happened that, yeah, but, yeah, I got stuck in there with a bunch of cheerleaders. They were having a cheerleader competition next door at the, next door in this big old where they do the car shows at. They were having a cheerleader competition, right? And I was stuck in there with and some of those people said that they were stuck there for, like, 2 days. This one guy said, "Oh, I thought I was leaving yesterday, and now I'm stuck here today," and it's like, I spent maybe, like, $400, in this motel for 2 nights, and the parents like I was down there getting ready to eat, trying to decide what I was gonna do. Was I was gonna drive home, or was I gonna get a room and stay there? And the people that was driving the monster trucks, they were on the very top floor, so I was like on the 3rd or 4th floor. But yeah, y'all, this cord is very long. But yeah, y'all, I mean, you just gotta be careful. Pizza Hut, yeah, we don't have a Pizza Hut anymore. Pretty much Little Caesars, Domino's, and Marco is what's leading our area as far as pizzas, in the area that we live at. We got All Original, um, but I don't know if people really order from them. All Original, Domino's, and Marco are the ones in our area that everybody pretty much orders. Um, I used to remember Pizza Hut used to have an all-you-can-eat buffet, but I think they got rid of it. And I remember we used to have an ice cream shop around here. Little Caesars is good. Yes, Little Caesars is good. Um, they have a lot of good deals. They have like $5 pizzas and stuff like that. You should go and check it out. They have a lot of great deals. Like they have that one topping you can get pepperoni or cheese pizza for like 5.25. I always tell people to go and get one of those. Um, I've never been to Panama City. I haven't been to Florida in a couple years, to be honest with you. I would like to make a road trip down there just as soon as I can, but right now we're really short-handed at work, and I'm pretty much on call at any time they could just call me in, so I have to stay near my job site, pretty much. But yeah, I would love to go to Panama City and check out the beach and see what that's like, but because I always see people saying, "Hey, I went to the beach, it was awesome, blah, 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 blah," and I don't never get time to go. I wish I could, I really do. But yeah, I just have not had time to go to the beach at all. I mean, and that's the thing, it's really hard to make time because you have to when you're making this content for your YouTube channel, you have to be constantly making videos, to keep your subscribers up to date with what's going on with your channel. If you don't, then they're gonna be like, "Well, this guy, he ain't even trying to make content. He ain't trying to let us know what's going on with the channel, so I'm just gonna unsubscribe." So that's why I tell people you should make 4, 5, 6 videos a week, as many as you can. Let your subscriber knows, "Hey, this is what's going on with me. This is why I haven't been able to make videos," because they wanna know. They wanna know why you're not, you know Alabaster. No, I don't really go to Alabaster. I like to stay out of Hoover and all that, and Alabaster and Pelham because they have those stupid cameras, and, I'm not a big fan of the cameras. They got too many cameras for me. Where I live, they don't have cameras. Like, if you go to Hoover, they got, like, 4 or 5 cameras. They got maybe 12 cameras at every intersection, and it's just ridiculous, so I don't like going near Hoover or Pelham or Alabaster because 'cause they're all getting to where they're putting cameras on their hose, and if you go, you know, I just ain't a big fan of going near them. I like to stay in my own little area. I don't like going that far out, like Hoover. Some people do, don't get me wrong. But I'm just not a fan of going to Hoover or Alabaster or Pelham. I'd like to stay in my area. I really do. Some people are just like that. Some people like to stick to a certain area. They don't wanna leave their little safe zone. This is mccalla has everything that I need, and I don't see no reason for me going outside of mccalla for any reason. I mean, if I need something, I can just get on Amazon and order it, because every time you go to that Best or Walmart, it's like a joke, that you end up the only thing they have open now is the self-checkout lines. They don't hardly have no cash registers open in Target. If you go in there, sometimes they have what you need, sometimes they don't, and a lot of times, I've gone into Target and them not have what I wanted, and I end up just going on Amazon and ordering it, and I'll either if they can't ship it to my PO box address, then well, you know what the thing is? A lot of restaurants, like Bojangles, they won't even let you come in and eat. A lot of these restaurants are not letting you come in and eat. They're making you go for the drive-through. I figured by now with everybody getting a shot or wearing masks or whatever it is that's making you feel comfortable, even though neither one of them I feel like is worth a damn. I don't think the shot's worth a damn. I don't think wearing that cloth is worth a damn, and it probably ain't worth a damn. Because my whole thing is, this virus escaped a level 4 biology lab, right? A level 4. Do you know what they wear in a level 4 biology suit? One of those little blue suits with a tube in the back that supplies you with air, okay? Now, the only way that thing could have got out is unless it happened. Y'all remember Resident Evil, right? Or Silent Hill or whatever it was, when that scientist put that virus in that thing, and then when he was getting off the elevator, he took it and threw it and it busted, and then the virus went everywhere, and what did the lab do? It shut itself down to keep it because it knew, "Oh, shit, everybody's about to turn into a damn zombie," and that's what happened, and then what happened at the end of the movie? They went, opened up the thing when they shoulda kept it closed, and this whole thing would have been sealed, but I think that's what Doctor Felucci's trying to do is turn us all into damn zombies. Boy, is he gonna be upset when he discovered this plan ain't gonna work. Most of the time when I go into Bojangles, the only thing I really get is their, egg platter breakfast. It's pretty good, y'all, and, you really owe it to yourself to go to Bojangles and try their breakfast. Now, I'm not saying it's good as Jack's, because nobody can beat Jack's pancakes and their breakfast. Their breakfast is not very expensive. It's no more than maybe it's less than 10 or $12. But yeah, I mean, sometimes if I don't feel like driving to Bessemer to get at the Jacks, eat at the Jacks, then no, then I'll go to Bojangles. That's where I went today, I wish I would've went to Jack's and got some pancakes, but no, I went to Bojangles, and I'm saying their food is is good. Well, like I said, I don't know if it is or not, I don't do their lunch, their chicken can be a little spicy, and Jack's is the same way, they make their chickens a little bit spicy, that's why I never did care to eat it when I worked there, and I told them that, I said, "Just drop it and bread it and just throw it in there, quit putting that damn hot sauce on it." Nobody you know but I would like to say, I'm trying to decide, with Halloween coming up, if I wanna buy any candy or not because, I've been staying at my dad's house for a while now, and we have not once had a trick or treater, but I remember that happened at my mom's house. Oh, well, okay, I'm glad it's a secret menu item, but, I really don't I've never ate at Bojangles for lunch, and like I said, I only go there for their breakfast if I don't feel like driving to the Jackson Bessemer or the one over there off of Greenwood, If I drove all the way to Greenwood to get something to eat, I'm probably gonna go to that Dairy Queen and get me a Blizzard and, the chicken finger meal combo. That's probably what I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna, I mean, face it, there's a Jack's and then there's a Dairy Queen. Which one would you rather go to? I'd rather go to the Dairy Queen. I'm sure Dairy Queen does breakfast. Taco Bell does breakfast, but after you eat it, you better be 5 minutes away from the nearest toilet because 'cause you're gonna be shitting your ass off. So I'm just telling you, if you eat Taco Bell's breakfast, you better know that it ain't gonna take you no more than 10 or 15 minutes to get to where you're going because 10, 15 minutes later, you're gonna be taking a huge shit. So just remember that. Dairy Queen, yes. I love Dairy Queen. I wish they would put a Dairy Queen in McCalla, but I don't know why they won't. I think that if they put a Dairy Queen in McCalla, I think it would make a killing because nobody wants they're the only 2 Dairy Queens that's near me is in Hueytown and Greenwood. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to drive that far just to get a goddamn Blizzard. They should put one in every town. They put a Walmart in every town. Why can't they not do a Dairy Queen? They do the same with damn McDonald's and Burger King. Wherever there's a McDonald's, there's usually a Burger King right beside it. And that's just how I feel about it. You know, and it's just like truck drivers will come in saying, we used to have a restaurant, right? We had when it was Flying J's before we got bought out by the pallet people. We did have an all you can eat buffet in there, but the thing is, not many people came in there. And how do you know Barry McCorner? I don't know if I do know him, to be honest with you. If I do know him, I know a lot of people, y'all, and you know, I I might know him, I might not know him. I don't really know. To be honest with you, but yeah, y'all. I get it. We need a Dairy Queen in McCalla, but we also need an IHOP in McCalla. I wish they would have an IHOP in McCalla. That would make my day. If they had an IHOP in McCalla, they would need the police there every morning for crowd control. No lie. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but, yeah, we definitely need, a Dairy Queen or an IHOP. But at my store, like I said, we did have everybody for some reason comes in there thinking we had a Denny's. No, we never had a fucking Denny's, okay? And we never will. It was just a restaurant with an all you can eat buffet. The Flying J's closed it down when they filed bankruptcy, and the reason why they had to file is because they filed for bankruptcy because instead of buying their gas day to day, they were buying it by the futures, and that's why it went under. Um, I do hope that they, do get another restaurant in there soon. We did have a Subway in there, and the Subway, there's like where I live, there's like 6 Subways down the same street. I mean, literally, there's like 6 Subways, and it's just ridiculous. And so, whenever our store caught on fire, it made it where they just shut it down, and they said, "Well, we are not gonna reopen it," and that was the end of that. And I was glad to see that Subway go. Now it's just pretty much a storage room. I'm sure eventually they're gonna put another restaurant in it. We thought we were gonna get an IHOP. I don't know when they're gonna put an IHOP in there, but I know my boss told me it was supposed to be an IHOP, and it has not come to be yet. I don't know if it's because of coronavirus or what the case might be. I know that IHOP at one time did have to file bankruptcy because they were I don't know what they were doing, they wasn't managing their money right or something, so they had to file bankruptcy, but then again, when the corona thing hit, a lot of people did. They're not the only ones. And another thing is people keep asking me what's going on with the gas prices. Well, I'll tell you what's going on with the gas prices. You can thank, fuck Joe Brandon or Go Brandon or whatever you wanna say his name is. Hey, Joe Biden, how does it feel that everybody's saying fuck Joe Biden across every Firehouse is the bomb.com. I've ate at Firehouse subs. They're okay. I remember they had a small building over there in the Pardoning age over there, and, for some reason, they did a lot of business, and then they got a big building, and, yeah, but, yeah, they make good sandwiches too, and, I really like eating there when I can, but I don't hardly go there anymore like I used to. But I'm sure other people do. But yeah, I always like Firehouse Subs. I just haven't been there in a while. And if you like a good sub sandwich, I would definitely tell you to go to Firehouse Subs. Ugh. That's right. Let's go, Brandon. As you can see, I'm wearing my fuck Joe Biden shirt. We do sell these at our merchandise store. If you're interested in going, find one, go to our Alabama Backyard Restaurant store and pick one up. And Teesprings will have it sent to your address, and you just pick how fast you want it. And they'll send it to you. We got it in many different colors. I got a black one. And like I said, we got other shirts that you can buy, hoodies and all that. We made a hoodie that has our first ever Alabama Backyard Wrestling design right here. It's a gray shirt that has our first ever logo on it. We recently came up with another logo, and we are using that one. But if you want, the hoodie was our first one. I think it's like 40 something dollars. But yeah, nothing like turning on football Saturday and listen to the crowd scream, "Fuck Joe Biden." They can say, "Go Brandon, go," but everybody knows they're telling Joe Biden to go fuck himself. He's like the worst president in the world. But yeah, everybody on that bombshell. No, no, I can't say I like pork skins. I mean, I found like a whole bag of like I found a whole bunch of pork skins at work because sometimes the truck drivers will throw like shit off the back of their trucks that people wouldn't take, and I end up taking them home. Like you would not believe. I also find stuff. I bring it home. Like I got like one, two, three. I got like four microwaves in the living room right now that I'm not even using. They're just sitting there. I cleaned them, and then they're just sitting there on the living room table right now as we speak because people just throw stuff out their trucks, and there's nothing perfectly wrong with it. So I'll take it home, and I find tools. I find all sorts of stuff on the back lot, and I'll just put it in my Tahoe, and I'll carry it home if it works. Occasionally, we find good TVs. We find all sorts of stuff, and if I don't need it, I'll offer it to my coworkers. But yeah, Firehouse Sub. Like I said, I don't really eat there like I used to. But yeah, I mean, you just if you like eating there, congratulations. I'm glad you like eating there. It's just not my cup of tea. Pretty much, I like going to Logan's. Occasionally, you see, you never know what you're gonna see when you go into Logan's. I know I've seen my share of fights in there from time to time, and I just sit there and laugh. A few times I wish I would have had my cell phone so I could record it, but I didn't. I leave it out in my car, and now I've got where whenever I go into Logan's, there might be something interesting happen, so I'm quick to bring my cell phone in now to record it if something does happen, so that I can post it on my YouTube channel if it does happen. But like I said, everybody, we are going to continue to make more videos of me riding my scooter. Tomorrow we will be doing the John Squid pay per view. We were busy all day working out in the yard, pretty much, so we didn't get it in. Um, but yeah, tomorrow I should get home at a decent time, I hope, and I should be able to do the John Squid pay per view, and that should be one hell of a match. The Weasel is going to be trying to hang on to his belt, and me and the Sloth is going to be trying to take it from him. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to win the belt again back. And also, like I said, we got Halloween Havoc coming up, where Jesus will be facing the devil in the Hell in a Cell Last Man Standing match. So that'll be an interesting one. Like I said, we're still waiting to hear back from the devil. He said he might have a scheduling conflict to keep him from coming. So if he can't make it, he said he would send somebody. So we're still waiting to see what happens with that. If he can't get up here or get one of his little devil angels up here, then Triple X said he'll gladly take on Jesus in that match, and he said that he will um it will be the last match that Jesus will ever be in if he happens to be in that match. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Oh man. But everybody, this has been one hell of a show, and it's getting late now, and I'm gonna lay down. We hope that you enjoyed our live stream. Like I said, we will be having our John Wood pay per view tomorrow for sure, and the winner of the pay per view will be in our live stream tomorrow. If you are interested in being a guest on one of our live stream shows, just let us know, and we will try to fit you in. Guys, women, whatever. If you want to be on our show, just let us know. We'll put you a chair right here, and you can interact with us. We got one mic, but we can share it. If I need to order another mic for a guest, then I can because we got another plug-in for a mic. But yeah, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our live stream. And like I said, we'll be having one tomorrow with the winner of the John Squid pay-per-view. John Squid, wherever you are, we hope that you are recovering nicely, and we hope that you are out of the hospital. Like I said, he hasn't posted nothing on Facebook, so I don't know if he's still in the hospital or what's going on with him. But we do hope that you are better, John Squid. And I would also like to thank Marco Jefferson. He won the AEW ring. Congratulations. We're going to find a box and we're going to ship that out to you just as soon as we can. It's a little bit of a long box, and it's going to take me a minute to find a long box that it will fit in. But as soon as we do, we will ship that out to you and you will get your prize, Marco Jefferson. Congratulations. I would also like to say that if any of y'all are wondering if we will be doing Hot Wheel racing, uh, another race, yes, we will be, and we will do what we did last time. Whoever wins it, we will be giving that Hot Wheel car away. So we hope that y'all will show your support and watch that our races whenever we get time to do them, or if we do them at all, depending on how this season goes. Because, like I said, we are still watching the weather, and as long as the weather will cooperate, we'll be out in the rain, and hopefully they'll find somebody to hopefully my boss will hire somebody for maintenance, so we won't be another man short since we had one walk out on us on Thursday, which that sucks, but it is what it is. But everybody, on that bombshell, I'm gonna wrap this video up. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please tune in tomorrow to see who won the John Squid pay-per-view. Will it be the Weasel? I don't know. Will it be the Sloth? I don't know. Will it be Triple X? Don't know. Unlike the WWE, we do not know who's gonna win our matches until the end of the video, because we do not rehearse our matches in any way, form. But I really hope that Triple X wins his belt back. If not, well, then the Weasel will still remain your champion, and I'm sure that Weasel is gonna do whatever it takes to hold on to his belt, and I wouldn't expect no less from Jesus, and I wouldn't expect any less from any of the other superstars. What is Oh, Kimberly, somebody wanted to know, if we were gonna get another belt, like one of those fancy belts. No, we are not. We are gonna keep the belt that we have, and, for sure, but everybody, we hope you enjoyed this, live stream, and I hope y'all all enjoy watching The Crown Jewel tomorrow. Like I said, I won't get to watch it. I will be at work, but I hope y'all all enjoy watching it, and on that bombshell, everybody, of all bombshells, we're gonna wish you a good night.
Degeneration Degeneration! Think you're a big man? Treat you like you're a little man. Yeah! Bring it down! Yo, tell me what it's like to be half a man. It must break your heart to see what I am, but that's a breaks, boy. Yeah, that's a breaks, little man. Break it down. Degeneration! Degeneration! Think you could tell me what to do?